Hello, today Bill picked up something for us at West Marine. Actually, he picked it up yesterday, and this is just the first time I've had a chance to pick it up. This is the Ultimate 38G Premium U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket. So what this is, it's an inflatable that has a cartridge in here, and it says the device is not armed. I think I have to take the cartridge out and actually install it, and then I'll be able to see in here. It'll be green when it's good, red when it needs refilling, in the cartridges I think are around $33. There's also a pull cord here that I think will activate the cartridge, and the cartridge also has something that when you hit the water it automatically will deploy, and we chose the most expensive one that West Marine has. First of all, because as an ASA instructor, I have a 15% discount, and if you've already taken an ASA class and you're an ASA member, you also have a 15% discount. So why not go ahead and go with the best? Also, because this is the performance of a Type 2 and self-righting and the big horseshoe behind the head. I know that Bill's already looked at his, and he says that in this zippered section, which is pretty smart, are the part that go underneath between your legs. So that stays in there. I'm going to explore a little bit. Here's the warning: device is not armed. It's not armed. So we are going to be reading over all of this. I think he's already read over all of his. It says 38 gram cylinder. I know that when I was looking at the two, there was this model and another model that ran about, I don't know, $20 or $40 less, and this one has a lifting capacity of 40 pounds and the other has a lifting capacity of 35 pounds. And I know when we're scuba diving, that's kind of about the same lift capacity of our BCDs, except that in that case, a lot of times we have on a wetsuit, and in this case, if you fell overboard while you were sailing, you probably have on clothes that weigh a lot, not a bathing suit. So we just went ahead and went with the higher lift capacity. There's a spot in here where I'm going to sneak in a red chem light, and yes, we still have some chem lights. We really are against these because of all the plastic. We now know that there are some much better alternatives, which I will leave links to below. However, we have the ones that we already had bought before we realized that these are so bad at polluting, so bad. We have found some that are water activated, and we have those on our dive tanks now if we do a night dive. But I'm going to put this in here, so I've got that. Bill also got for us a whistle and mirror kit. If you've ever not read the instructions on one of the mirrors that has the hole in the middle, you really should. It's really interesting. You sight through it to figure out how to reflect the sun onto whatever it is you're looking at so that it reflects and shines in their eyes to bring attention. But I think he said that there already is a whistle in here somewhere. So I'll find that in a little bit. Up here somewhere. He's giving me the motion. It's up here somewhere. And we're going to, I know one of the complaints that people had was they weren't sure where to attach things. I don't really see that as a complaint. I see there are a lot of places I could attach. If there's more gear I want to attach. And we don't want too much gear on these because we're sailing and we don't want to get stuck on stuff. One of the considerations for this one was that it has, instead of having metal D-rings in the front, it has more of dog leash style rings here, which I guess I need to pull the whole thing out of the packet to access that. And that way it's not catching. Oh, there's more to it. Lots of stuff to read. But that way it's not catching on things on the boat. It's also not scratching things on the boat. I know sometimes people don't think about that, but when you have a lot of metal on you, even on the back of your pants, your buttons, if you have the metal buttons that really protrude on your pants, they can really scratch up some gel coat. So this has got webbing here to attach, and we meant to buy the single safety harness and get two of them, and whoever's in the cockpit could also tie in with the line, but accidentally we ended up with the double harnesses. I'm okay with that. It was a third more expensive, but I used the ASA discount, so that worked out well. There are some adjustable, oh, those are made really nice, adjustable stainless steel here, and I'm going to need to fit it to me and see how the whole thing works out. Aha, there's a little, inside this compartment, there's a little keeper so that you can attach something to there. And I think up in this area must be where the whistle is. Cylinder for arming. Wonder if you're supposed to do this. Okay. Oh, there's a, oh, perfect. This is just like a BCD. It's got an inflatable that you can inflate yourself. Let's say you didn't realize that the cylinder was no longer good, you can inflate it yourself, so that's good. And here's a whistle in there as well, which would pop out once the whole thing pops loose. This is great. That's an added bonus I didn't expect. Okay, I'm going to pack it back in there the way it was. And consult with Bill, because he's already done all the research and figured out how it works. Wow, all the zippers on it are really nice. I think I want this one to go inside right there, not outside. There. So it's got a little bit of padding, and I'm definitely going to be putting it to the test because, oh wow, that's where the back pieces are. I'm definitely going to be putting it to the test because I'll wear it during sailing school, and I have never fallen overboard. Nobody in our school has ever fallen overboard. Nobody I've ever sailed with has ever fallen overboard. However, that's not a reason not to have safety gear. So we'll just say we've been really lucky so far. The only thing that's ever gone overboard has been a cat, and we did the figure 8 maneuver. Look at my blog, look for figure 8 man overboard sailing maneuver, and you can read all about that there. We did get the cat back. He was fine. So that is my new gear. I'm going to go play with it right now and try it out this weekend, and I'll let you know how it works. I don't know what I missed, but whatever I missed.
I thought
All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and do the next step. Okay, you thought what?
I thought CO2 cartridges in the packaging, but it's not.
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead and open this.
Velcro there.
Okay.
There's a little yellow bit of...
All right, go ahead and zip past it, zip all the way down.
Okay, so that's like the business part of the zipper. That's interesting. That's got a yellow spot.
So you can see where the
Oh, I see where the pull strut goes, and I see how it... I can pull it now and just see how it works. Yep.
And your CO2 cartridge is over here.
I guess we take this paper out? No, that all stays.
I didn't.
Wow. Look at all that.
And it gives you a place to write all your...
Rocky Roberts Pro. I wondered who the actual brand maker was. Okay, so the cartridge is in here. Well, that's a nice little pocket. Wow, that's a really big cartridge. Look at this. This is a lot bigger than the ones we use on the bicycle for if we have a flat. This is about 2, 3, 4 times as big. Okay, all right, what do I do?
So you're just going to screw it in here until you'll see the green light come on.
Will it be an actual light, or is it just
you'll see the green, this area right here where it's red, you'll see that turn green.
Okay, I'm going to turn it this way so you can see. What's that in for?
That's where the water goes in and then pop.
And makes it pop.
And then deploys your...
Okay, and there's no danger here.
Nope, you'll see it turn green
right there.
there.
I see it just makes it, yep, so just finger tight, right? Like with anything on a boat. Okay, and then kind of roll it. Oh, look at that. That's a really good reflective. And then kind of roll it so it's not abrading things.
So do you, but do you want to annotate what, when you put that in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I sure do. And I want to get
owner's name.
Magic. Oh, yeah. That's a good thing to put in here, too.
I need to do that again on mine then.
It says 38 grams CO2. It says there right there. Okay, so I'm going to put service data. Okay, I'm just going to say test this device at the beginning of each season and prior to a lengthy outing. Service and inspect at least once per year. Refer to owner's manual for more information. Okay, and today is 4/20. 21. Purchase. I put a $sign for purchase because this one's all fuzzy. Okay, and this has got all sorts of disassembly, rearming. Warning, PFD will only inflate. Cylinder is turned to full stop. They're missing a verb there. If green, unit is operable. If red, stop and service unit. Okay, so when the cartridge gets old, it's going to kind of fizzle out.
I don't know.
It says do not dry clean this. I really haven't thought about dry cleaning it. Okay, so I'm going to fold that back up. I'm going to fold this in there so it's not chafing. Oh, but you have to be able to see this through the window. So
what you're going to have to do is pull this all the way. You have to pull this. There you go. And you're going to have to almost push it up like that.
Okay, so that you can. I see, so that you can see it in the window.
Right.
And then that comes out like that. It's made to...
Yep, it's a quick...
It's kind of a weird, it's a spot in the zipper that's made to be outy, not inny. Okay. And then
Now, before you continue on, before you continue on around, get your mirror. You had it. Yeah, there it is. The whistle is actually bigger on this than it is on that one.
Okay.
So, yeah, pull it out of the packaging.
Yep.
And what I did,
These are great.
down here at the bottom is where, so if you give me a second, I'll show you.
I know, I wanted to kind of look around.
Okay. So, under here is where,
You found a bit of mesh to put it to.
well, hang on, let me see how yours is going here. Okay, so here, you see there's a Velcro area.
Yep. Yep, I see it. I see it.
Okay, that's where your other harnesses are going to attach to. Is in here. It's back there. Here's where your other harness is attached to.
Yep.
So I just pulled this down a little bit,
Up a little bit and got it in around that.
and then looped it around. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Yeah,
Was right there.
I'm just gonna.
And then I stuck the mirror in there.
Yep, it's got a handy, and I can stick the Kim light in there, right?
Well, I just stuck the Kim light in the pocket and
Yeah, I'm
cinched
putting
on.
it in the pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna redo their knot.
I just left it.
I'm doing it further out because I want more depth, because I want to be able to get it further away from my body. You have to get it up to your eye. I was hoping for somewhere to attach this closer up. Yeah, this can reach up to my eye, possibly. Okay, so that's in there. Oh, it's got some Velcro that kind of holds this together. The little pocket. I put the Kim light in there and kind of squeeze it together. I'm not going to pack it. I am going to look like the amateur on the block. The new kid with the clean vest. I'm going to look like the newest person out there.
Here's a parachute bag to put all your stuff in.
Ooh.
You put your harness in here, and then put your safety, your tether in one of these side pockets. It'll fit.
Okay, I'm going to take this thing off. This says device is not armed, because it is. So if I pulled this now,
Yes.
it would go. And if I catch it on something, it's going to go.
I pushed this all the way in as far as I can get it. You can turn it a little bit, and then yeah.
It is in.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean. Actually, like, get it up into the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just is where you can get it, but yeah. I want to take these off, and I want to take this out. Get it figured out. Well. Says think safe. Okay. Yeah, I guess it definitely has to do some adjusting. I've got to get some slack.
Here's your slack over here. Let's go ahead and undo your roll.
Oh, it's got a huge roll.
And then put your slack in that you need.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
And
see.
then I'll once you get your slack in there.
Okay, that's about the right amount of slack. But then
Okay.
if I have to go over rain gear, I'll need it a little bit looser. But that's okay.
So go ahead and take it back off.
And then what?
I'll show you how I did mine. So that's not hanging. So this is kind of, see how I said it was hanging on the outside of this loop?
Yep. Oh.
So what I did is I unrolled it all the way out.
Yeah.
Once you had your slack where you wanted it, I fit it through.
Yeah. And I did hear one thing that people were saying that on the model one step below this, they had trouble with it slipping. But the thing was, it was because people weren't doing it correctly. They weren't they weren't setting it up correctly. So no wonder it was slipping. Oh yeah. And then if I mean, I'm gonna know if it's a day that I'm gonna have to put on a rain jacket and
I just
open it
really, I really made that tight. But
Okay. Yeah.
so it's not slipping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so I've got this part set up pretty good. Okay, now I've got to figure out the...
You're going to have to deploy, so go ahead and take it back off. Your straps are underneath here.
Okay, so they're just going to go like that.
There's
And
two.
they're set about right. Okay, but you can't get to it from here. Why can't you get to it from here? Is it because it's kind of, some people treat it as an option?
So there's your strap.
Okay, yeah, I want those down. Okay. Yeah, well, if I'd known that, I would have gone ahead and done it when I had it off of me. Okay, I can feel this one. I can feel this one. Okay, and they're set about right. So I'll just kind of work on them a little bit. It moves around a little bit. I might end up tightening it up a little bit. We'll see. The other one I wore the other day was really fairly comfortable and didn't bounce around too much, so I might make it a little bit tighter here. I'll look at the weather and see what the weather's going to be, because I don't want it catching on anything. And this is good like this, so I'm not going to catch it on anything.
And then this actually has
Yeah, I really wanted the singles.
two different, well, here's the deal. What you can do with this is once you get, this actually has a pin. I'm sure you've seen these pins on all your boat stuff.
Oh yeah, it's a pelican. Yep.
So now, instead of just using a single, yeah, you just take one of these
I could just take one and leave it here.
or into here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got big, oh wow, big clippy deals. Oh gosh, look at all the new tags all over everything. I'm gonna look like the newest sailor.
No, I'll be the newest sailor.
I'm gonna look like the newest sailor out there. It says, if the stitch is parted, tether has been overstressed. Okay, so it's just like, I've got to cut this off. So this is the first one, and then these are the next. Alright, so this one gets me as far as I can reach, and this one gets me a little bit further. That'll work. That will work. Alright. I'm going to cut these white tags off though. I'm going to cut a bunch of that stuff off. Alright, I think it's set. I'm just going to double check how these end and get them to where they don't change. But that's pretty nice the way it works, the way they clip there, so you don't have to step in and out of it actually. But this part, maybe this is what people were saying, that this slides, but this is just meant to gather it up. Would this hold? Would this hold? Yeah, it holds. It just has a different pressure on it. Okay, so I'm going to take those off and stow them. They were already set for the right length. Try and make this as easy as it can be, right? So that was the big lump back there, but I think that it's important to wear these, so if I'm wearing it, I'm probably going to have those on too. I don't care how it looks.
Okay.
Alright, so there it is. My newest acquisition. Something expensive for sailing. I'm going to go through all of the information, and if I find anything that's just amazingly unusual, quick burst. See, that must be about the zipper part, the quick burst part. I'm going to read through all of this and make sure that I know every aspect of the whole bit product before I am using it. All right, join me for the next one when we see how it looks on a boat. Thanks for watching. Bye.